first down, they run with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Now Cutler, he's going to sling this deep downfield, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing here, Cutler. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again on second and 10, it's Cutler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And oh, he leaped over him. Had a little bit of daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Cutler. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago! Alshon Jeffrey, 50 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him. Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. Finding time, and that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bridgewater to throw it. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 61 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field. It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations. Now Cutler on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They come up in an offset eye. On third down, Cutler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so and now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves it still here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Gives it to Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Third and 1, it's Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partners, that pass ball's incomplete. How about a few guys who probably look at this season as being incomplete for them? And I'll start with Carlos Hyde, the nice runner for the San Francisco 49ers. 12 yards shy of 1,000.
In the backfield, Melvin Gordon 3 yards shy of 1,000. Then Devontae Adams on the receipt into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears have broken the tie. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a first down.
Well, yeah, his running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
First down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Bridgewater gives to Peterson on the draw. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a 4th if you so choose.
They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running on 4th, it's Zach Long. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Here we go on 4th down with Cutler. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's Cutler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down Bears. Now it's Cutler. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again, it's Cutler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and goal, Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Force, force. Two down.
Now a play fake here on blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Two down. Force, force.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Boykin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. Past the 20. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get one for.
Again, Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. just one big carry away from busting.